Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back for day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches. So this fun sketch is from, I have it written down because I can't read it that small, Kareen _55. I don't know what that means, but that is the sketch, and it is messy. Like, this sketch is messy, and it has a mustache on it. So I was like, oh, it's got to be a boy layout, right? Okay, I'm not really sure that a mustache makes it a boy layout, but I don't know too many girls that have mustaches. Well, I guess that's not true because I have my lip waxed frequently, so I guess potentially maybe it should be a layout about me, but it's not. So it is about my son. Okay, so I am using this paper from One Canoe 2 Goldenrod, and I decided that I was going to start by focusing on the banners behind the photo. So the photo's kind of a square photo, so I've already picked out my photo, and then I am going to pick out different pieces of pattern paper and cut them into banners. So that is what I'm doing right now. So that's kind of like my first thought. I want to make sure I have enough pattern paper that it basically fills out that space behind the photo. So I end up using 4 pieces of paper and then a branding strip. And I pulled the colors from the background paper. So that was kind of how I picked the patterns, if you are curious. So the other thing is, okay, do you see that plaid paper? Okay, now look at the photo, and my son's coach for mountain biking has a plaid jacket on it. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. Look, he matches my paper a little bit. Like, how much more perfect could that have gone? Like, I probably should have looked at my photos and been like, oh, I need this plaid paper. But anyway, so my thought is, okay, well, there's that part. Now I have to figure out the messiness. And so the first thought I have about getting messy is it's a pattern paper background, so I can't really, like, if I had chose a white pattern or a white background, I think it would have been easier to do that big messy background, but because I didn't, I figured I needed to make some white space. So I'm just taking some white gesso, and this is just from Walmart. I have had it forever. White acrylic paint would have worked too, because I'm not really using it to necessarily protect the paper because it just warps the paper. I'm really just trying to like blend out the background a little bit so I can add some messiness. Now, I just use like an old card from like a hotel. It works pretty good. And I do let that dry. And then I am going to grab this stencil, and it is from Heidi Swap. And then I'm going to grab some pasties, which is almost gone in the cream team. And it's not super creamy anymore. It's getting kind of thick. So I definitely need to get that used up. But I do love it. It really does turn out well. So I'm going to put that kind of in 3 areas that are hopefully going to show. And this doesn't take a long time to dry. So I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if there was something on the stencil before because like the first one that I did looked good, but then somehow it ended up getting like a blue tint to it, which is fine because I have blue on the paper. And it made me think about using the stencil with a pen, so a navy pen as well. And I'm just going to kind of layer that to add a little more of that dimension. So it's kind of like the stamping that you kind of see in the sketch, but I guess it would be like faux stamping. So that is kind of the mixed media portion. It's not a ton, but I do end up doing a little bit more later and a little fakey stuff too. So I'll show you that. But because I did some gesso, I decided to use wet glue because I think that it holds better. And right now I'm using the Scotch Tacky glue, but I ordered some Nouveau glue from Christina from Redefine Creative. So I'm super excited to give that a try because I've heard nothing but good things about it. So yeah, so that should be coming my way soon. So I didn't want to add more pattern paper to the back of my photo because there's the lines of pattern paper behind, but I did want it to stand off a little bit. So I went with my trusty tissue paper. I absolutely love tissue paper. And I have white on my desk, so probably until I go grab another one, it's going to be white for a little bit. And then I attach that down. So in the sketch, there is definitely some splatters. So I had some gold color shine sitting on my desk, so I decided to use that. Why I decided to use it now, I have no idea. Like, then I had to like try and wait for it to dry, move it around, try not to put my hands in it, which I did. But I don't think it's super noticeable, so that's good. So while that is attempting to dry, I decided I needed to kind of work on my title. And I have this thanks, which is going to be the beginning of my title because originally I was thinking, oh, just one title, like in the sketch, and it looks weird. It looks weird there. I don't know. So it's just sitting there trying to figure out what else is going to go with it. In the meantime, I was like, oh, I have these creative devotion stickers, these clear stickers, and they are awesome. I know they're for Bible journaling, which I totally do, but I wanted to bring in a little more of that pink, and that was like the best way to do it. It's like fake brush strokes. I love it. So I put one in each of the clusters. And then I used one of those fun, I think they're considered florals, but they're like, it's like a pom-pom. You just want to touch it and play with it in white. Yeah, I like it. I am currently looking at the layout and playing with it. Maybe I should just take them out and put them on my desk to play with. Maybe they don't even need to be in, on a layout. Maybe they're just like, maybe they're the new scrapbooking mama fidget spinner. They don't spin, but they definitely are entertaining. Okay, totally beside the point. What am I doing? I have added that wood veneer piece that says Thankful 2019, and that is from Color Cast Designs. I've added some stickers. One is a star rating, and then a couple of tiny word stickers that say you are amazing. And then I'm pulling out those Hip Kit Club exclusive acetate leaves. And I'm going to do a little leaf cluster down there by that fidget spinner for adults and up by the thanks. So I have decided that my title is going to be Thanks for the Season, because basically that's kind of what this banquet was. It was super cool. The coach got up and he talked about every kid. He knew every kid. And then they handed out these like plates, these paper plates, and everybody had what he like they all named him and stuff like that. It was just really cool. So that's what the journaling is going to kind of be about. I'm going to try and get Lucas to do a little perspective. So we'll see how that goes. So make sure you check out the description box below so you can check out everyone's take on this particular sketch. And remember to wear your crown. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.